Hey everyone, Daywalker Entertainment aka Chris Shogeki here, doing another toy review, this time on the SH Figuarts Street Fighter V Cammy. And it's not a bad figure. It really is not a bad figure. That's pretty much all I can say about it. I mean, the articulation is impressive, well, at least for the upper body. The legs, however, are a bit of a issue, but all in all, it's not a bad figure. It's actually, I'm just gonna say it's not a bad figure. But there are some things that I want to talk about it. But before we get to the figure, let's look at her accessories. For alternate hands, she has two fisted hands that are already on her inside the package. She comes with two displayed open hands and two flat hands. And I'm just gonna get out of the way. She's hard to stand up. That's one problem. But another problem is swapping out her hands is a bit of a challenge, and damn, and it makes me worried. I've swapped out the hands a couple of times, and well, I'm worried that the pegs are gonna snap. So yeah, I'm worried for those hand pegs, because the way the hands plug in, they're a bit too tight, and if I swap them out too much, like I said, they're going to snap. I have seen a bit of stress on both hands, though there's slight stress marks. It's hard to tell, but yeah, that's a problem. So yeah, swapping the hands is a problem. Now for alternate faces, as you can see, she comes with her neutral face. She comes with a face where she's looking off to the side, and she comes with a yelling face. Now the faces, they're actually easier to swap out. You see, you can take a beret, you can take it off, like so. It's just a peg hole on her head, and you can just pull the face right off, and take any face of your choice, and or take one of the other two faces and just plug it in, like so. So yeah, the faces, it's actually pretty ironic how the faces are easier to swap out than the hands. Without worrying about the hands breaking or the pegs breaking. But yeah. And the last two accessories is an effect piece for her cannon spike, if you want it. And these actually, if you can find the right angle, go together. There's something on there. It takes a while to find the sweet spot to attach these together, but once you find it, it will stay on like that. And how this works is that you split this in half, and you wrapped it, and you put it around her leg. If I can remember how to do this, that is. Shit. Okay, now it's for her left leg, I think. Come on. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Let me try this again. You know what? Actually, no. I still have her box. Okay, I was right. It was for her left leg. I just need to find the right angle to put this on. Put it in. not like that. Maybe on this way. Alright, hold on. God damn it, come on. The thing is, you need to find the right angle to put the foot in. There we go. So you have it like that, and then you take this piece. Again, you find the sweet spots where you could wrap it around. But of course, it's not easy your first time. Now, I've actually done this before, but it's still a bit challenging. Gotta do this off screen again? Huh? Great. Okay, you know what? You get the idea. You plug this in, and it will look sort of like that. But obviously, it's difficult. So yeah, this is not a bad accessory if you know how to, attach it. But it's still a bit of a pain, to line this up in the right spot. So yeah, it's a problem. But anyway, let's get on to the figure. Now, she doesn't look bad. I do like how she looks. I mean, the ponytails. I do like the sculpting you put in. And I'm glad they have the little band at the end. Her gloves look nice. These are literally like brass knuckles combined with a boxing glove or something. Same thing with this. And she actually has a little elbow pad here. Now in Street Fighter 4, she does have the camo tattoos on her legs. In 5 though, she doesn't. She has this little pouch here. Again, I never played Street Fighter 5, but she also has this harness around her body. Honestly, I'm not sure if she's supposed to have a backpack or something. I don't know. And again, the beret, like I said, it's removable, and she does have the little symbol. It's hard to see, but and the bangs here, they are soft plastic, so they're not going to snap. Same thing with the ponytails. I do like the look of the boots. And you can see she has the red sock. Now, a problem with this is if you watched Anthony's Customs review of this figure, you will notice that her shins are crooked. And meaning the feet are going to stuck being turned to the side. Now you could kind of fix it by rotating the hips like that, but it just doesn't look right. So yeah, that's one problem that I have to agree with Anthony's Customs on. This is just a issue. And another problem, this little lower torso butt flap or something, it's a separate piece from the rest of the torso, and the skin color doesn't match the color on her legs. It just doesn't look right. And I know I'm most likely I'm gonna have a lot of people criticize me for this, but the butt looks horrible. I hate to say it, but the butt looks horrible. I'm sorry, guys. That doesn't look like a butt. That doesn't look like an ass to me. It really doesn't. Now, I did see someone mod their SH Figure Arts Cammy. You know, they got rid of all the paint here and cut away a bit here to make it more natural looking or something, but I'm not going to try that with mine. You know, now I think about it, now that I think about it, I think I should have never, talked about her butt, but still, her ass doesn't look good. That does not look like an ass. So, yeah. Those are my complaints. You know, the shins being crooked, and because there's no swivel at the boot or at the knee, you cannot straighten them out. And you could kind of swivel the feet, but they're not meant to rotate. That's my biggest problem. And another thing, and my other problem is the butt looks horrible. Seriously, I hate to say it, but the butt looks horrible. So, yeah, it's not perfect, but it's not bad. It's just not perfect. But anyway, for Poseability, her head can move side to side. It can't really move up due to the ponytails, but she can look down a lot. And if you want, and the ponytails have their own ball hinge. You could move them up and down. You can rotate them here. You can rotate them at the lower part. And I'm glad they're posable, so you could copy her, the feet move where she turns around and looks down in the challenges. Like, her arms can fully rotate. They can swing out to the side that far. She has a bicep swivel. Oh, I almost forgot there's a ball hinge that connects into the body, or there's a ball peg that connects to the body, as well as a ball hinge. Again, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that bend in more than 90 degrees. Her forearms can rotate, which actually is kind of pointless though. I mean, it's cool, but the rotation here, it's kind of pointless. Her hands can move up and down, but if you rotate it, they can move side to side. I mean, there's a swivel here and a swivel here. She has a diaphragm joint. Just need to move the arms out of the way. There's a ball joint, the diaphragm at the waist. She can move back really far. She can move forward far as well. It can move side to side. It rotates here, mostly at the diaphragm. It could kind of, the waist though doesn't rotate, but it rotates here. Her legs can move outward that far. She can literally do splits. They can move forward. They can move back. There is no thigh swivel, but you can kind of move the legs like this, but that's not really a swivel. That's just the ball joint. The ball peg joint moving like that. She has a double joint knee, and yes, that does look ugly. It doesn't really bother me much, but I do have to agree this doesn't look good. Again, there's no swivel at the thigh or at the knee. Her feet can move forward and back. She has a toe joint that doesn't really bend all the way. And she has actually a really good ankle pivot. but there's no boot swivel. There's like, I mean, this figure is not bad, but it could have been better. That's pretty much all I'm gonna say. If they would have, improved the articulation and, not have her shins all crooked and stuff, this figure would have been better, but unfortunately, it's just, it could have been a better figure. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, I do know there's a Play Arts Kai Cammy out there, though I'm not sure if I want to get it or not. I might not, and if I do get it, I'll review it, and I'll even maybe do a comparison review. But for now, I have this figure, and it's your choice if you want to get this figure. If you do have this figure and you like it, then good for you. You have a figure that you like. I don't hate this figure. It's not bad, but like I said already, it could have been better. It could have been better. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about this figure. It's not bad. Could have been better. Alright, I really need to stop saying that. I don't know how many times I've said it already. But it's not a bad figure. I'm just gonna say right now, it's not a bad figure. And well, that's pretty much all I can say about this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time.